So this is a Walmart disruption for animal rights, and we're going to meet some weird people today. We're going to meet Mr. Religious Man. God gives me the permission to rape, murder, torture. It's all good. Then I talk with some of the Walmart employees. You need permission to record me. That's not allowed, man. And the door greeter.
Respect when I ask you to stop recording me.
And this girl actually took off her mask, coughed, and said,
I have COVID.
we're going to meet Mr. Snitch.
Hello? Yes, 911. We have terrorism going on over here at Walmart.
Then we have the onlooker, the guy who wants to be involved but is too busy being distracted. And then the police arrive. And of course, they're not really looking forward to dealing with us, so I had to go up to them first and make sure they hear my voice. We're going to meet Mr. Turkey and the Walmart employees, and we're going to pass out some flyers. So check it out.
Stop shoving bread up a corpse body! Stop shoving bread up a corpse's ass! Stop shoving bread up a corpse's ass!
So as you can hear, the message is quite clear. These activists want people to stop being oppressors, stop being monsters. And some people get it, some people get offended. The thing that they don't even recognize, they're shopping at Walmart, which is 80% of the products made by China, which doesn't follow any labor laws. You know, the Chinese use child labor, they use slave labor. So what we're trying to do is shake things up and get people to snap out of it. Like, you don't need to do it this way. We've been conditioned. So my job was to walk around, keep the activists protected from crazies, get it on camera so we have evidence to prove that violence is not what our society is about. Yet, we violently murder animals for our taste buds. Hypocritical? Most definitely. So now I'm making my way over to the religious man I mentioned earlier, who stated God gives us permission to destroy God's creatures. One of those mindsets where you never ask questions because you were raised religious. Yeah, that type of guy. So right off the bat, I noticed a guy with his ears plugged, like a child, you know. He's going to wave to the camera and thumbs down.
What's wrong?
Imagine if all these animals were not to be eaten. We'll be overrun by animals.
Why do you say that?
What?
Aren't we overrun by people?
Yes. No, we're living, aren't we? And we've been eating turkeys for years. Turkeys are still around. It's not that they're just God made animals to be eaten. That's it.
God made us to live peacefully and healthy, bro.
We're not. Animals are to be eaten, okay? God values us more than animals. That's why he gave the animals, the fruits, the trees, for us. His people. He loves us.
Okay.
Okay? And he's taking us to heaven. Us. Not so much the animals.
So
The animals have a
murdering,
purpose.
raping, and torturing these animals?
It's not murder and raping, okay?
Bro, they
It's
slice their
food.
throats.
It's hunting.
This guy is apparently thinking about like the hunter mentality. He's not thinking about the animal agriculture where they are raped, they are tortured, and this guy just doesn't want to get it through his head because he hasn't seen what I've seen. And I'm wondering if he did see what I see, if he would actually think about what the fuck I'm saying instead of flapping his mouth.
That's it. Simple as that.
Have a good day, brother. Take care of yourself. Go vegan.
To be abused and have their life brutally taken away from them.
I also want to mention with that religious man, considering he looks a lot older, think about how there was no internet back in the day to do research. The hours and hours of commercials, of brainwashing, of eating cheese, pizza, religion, all these things are big components to why he is the way he is.
Not culture. It's violence. It's not a necessity.
It's violence.
It's not essential. It's not cruelty. It's violence. It's not humane. It's not your right.
So next video clip here, I approach the employee and ask him, how are you? And right away he says, you can't record me. And I'm like, you're in a public place. So I definitely wanted to flex my rights and let these people know I'm going to stand up for the animals. I'm sorry this is inconvenient to your multi-billion-dollar business, but I could give a fuck less when you're hurting animals, you're hurting people, and you're hurting the economy.
Do me a favor, don't film me, bro. Please respect what I asked you. Do not film me.
So it's hypocritical to me when someone asks me to respect what they're saying, but doesn't respect what we're saying and doesn't acknowledge that they're bringing pain to other sentient beings, all in the name of tradition and culture. This is the conditioning that we've been under for so long. So I'm going to document this and let them know they're on the wrong side of history. Especially people of color, they should understand the history that they've been in and not be against us, but for us.
Don't need your permission. You're in public.
You have in California, you have to have permission requirement.
No.
Yes, you do.
No, you're in public. There is no expectation of privacy. Learn the law before you come at me.
So next we have the woman who coughed on me and said she had COVID. I simply walked up to them, noticed they were laughing or making a mockery of the protesters, and I definitely wanted to get that on camera. And this is how they reacted. Check it out.
Go vegan!
Should I like pose or something?
So the situation started becoming like high school. You know, she wanted to record me because I was recording her. She wanted to laugh, so I started laughing at her. It was just weird. Right there, she started making fun of my Wu-Tang hat because instead of Wu-Tang, it says vegan, not knowing that the creators of Wu-Tang are vegan. It's just such an ignorant situation. She's got her little buddy there to laugh and giggle with her. So I started pushing her buttons and fat shaming. I do regret fat shaming because it's not about someone's body, you know, it's about their heart and their mind. I just, again, went to her level. I wanted to make her feel the way that she thinks she can get away with mocking others. So I did what I had to do in that situation, which is a learning experience. And her friend didn't get it. He didn't understand what I was trying to accomplish, how I was upset about them mocking everything we stand for. These protesters here are putting themselves on the line for animals who are in constant danger, for animals that are being enslaved, for animals that are being raped and tortured and mutilated. How come it's only bad when it's happening to humans? It's very bizarre, desensitizing that people are here smiling and fucking making a mockery of good people. And what it came down to was the game of poker face. She pretended to smile, but she was really pissed off inside and decides to call someone to come over and try to hurt me. And I confronted her on that, and this is what she does next.
Now you're not smiling anymore
Hey,
because
listen.
you're afraid.
I'm smiling, babe.
Oh, don't smile, please. There's nothing ridiculous.
I don't know if you caught that, but let's listen to it again when she says,
There's nothing.
wow. She coughs and then says, I have COVID. Is there anything more despicable by these people who are consumed by violence? So therefore, they are what they eat. And this is what we're trying to tell people is we're not violent, but I'd love to beat the living shit out of you. But I realize that is not going to fix our world. That is not going to give us peace. I want peace. But some people, they want war, and that's what we're dealing with here as she gets on the phone and says, someone's harassing me, you need to come over here and beat them up. So on that note, I walked away. I began recording other reactions, and here's where we'll meet Mr. Snitch, who doesn't like me, doesn't like what I'm doing, doesn't want to respect the animals.
I don't want it. Get away from me. Get away from me. Bro, I've been on Walmart and get away from me. I'm on Walmart.
I look at camera and tell you what these niggas is doing. This shit so funny. Hey, bro, let me get one of them pampers from you.
What's so funny about it?
Oh, shit. All types of shit. Goddamn. But yeah, baby. Oh, damn, you got me all on camera.
Matter of fact, everyone
Why don't you like this though?
Oh, snap. I'm about to say, bro, if you want me to be 100% honest with you, as you can tell, I'm not really a fan of Thanksgiving, if you know what that means.
So you're on our side.
I mean, shit, I was leaving for a week. I'll fuck with y'all.
So why'd you say this is stupid for?
By stupid, okay, look. So here's why it's dumb, bro. You're in front of Walmart, and you already know they're trying to give you some static. So you feel me? You gotta like low-key kind of do it in like a better, smarter way. Because all they're gonna do is basically trying to make it seem like it's soliciting and all this extra shit.
So why is this stupid?
Yeah, what's up, baby?
So he never said that it was stupid. He said it was funny. But there's nothing funny about what we're doing. We're speaking up for those who cannot speak up for themselves. It's the same thing that black people did to earn their civil rights. So that black dude can go into a store like this, where 70 years ago, racists were like, fuck no, get out of here. That's what we're dealing with. Ignorance.
What's so funny, buddy? What's so funny?
No, he said turkey guy. He said thanks, turkey guy.
Turkey guy rules.
Yeah, I know. I also like Sandwich Man. He's nice.
Who?
Sandwich Man.
Don't know who that is.
Oh, that's why I named my Sandwich Man.
The thing or what?
No, I just heard a laugh, so I thought I'd ask. I'm open-minded to understanding the situation, so I just wanted to ask. But you made it clear, so I appreciate that, bro. Have a good day, man.
So next up, we have the Burbank police who showed up at the Walmart. I try to flag them down with my finger there, saying, hey, I need to tell you something. And they continue driving. So I followed them, said hello to Mr. Snitch one more time. And I've decided to walk towards the police and stop for a second and figure, what should I do at this moment? Should I harass Mr. Snitch, or should I speak to the police? And I think speaking to the police would have been the best option, because the Walmart employees are going to try to tell them all the bad things that we're doing, when in reality, the bad things are what they're doing.
You didn't see me wave you down? You didn't see me go like this?
It's just not safe.
Well, this is kind of an emergency, you know?
Sure, what's the emergency?
So, what's your name and badge number for the record?
Officer Caldwell, 14527.
What's your name for the badge for the record?
Sergeant Moroccan, 12714.
What's your name for the record?
Unanian,
Badge number?
14329.
So it's always important to keep the police accountable. I'm not anti-police. I'm not pro-police. I actually studied to be a policeman, so I know exactly what they're going to do, what I can do, and what I can't do. I began telling them about the situation with the woman, that she was threatening to have someone come over and beat me up, and I want to press charges. I want to hold violent people accountable for their actions and not let them get away with the filth that they think of. So I was pretty aggressive with this police officer with my voice. I wanted to make sure he understood that I felt, he wasn't on my side. And I know he wasn't on my side. They're reporting to a call from Walmart, not for me. But I was going to exercise my rights anyway and hold them accountable for protecting and serving my well-being. Just listen to the words that I used with this police officer.
What we're doing is First Amendment protected activity. I didn't do anything illegal, and she's trying to threaten me to get me beat up right now. She's having someone come over right now.
Okay. Can you point her out to me so I can talk
Yes,
to her?
sir.
But I'm gonna have you wait with my partner.
So I took the officer over and completely flipped it. Look at the Walmart employees are looking at me like, who is this motherfucker? Like, I know what I'm doing. I know this is right. I know the law. I know I can do this. I'm speaking up for those who can't. But it's such a beautiful thing that some policemen will come and stop violence from happening, yet won't do the same for the act of violence on animals. Why is there such a distinction when we should all be living peacefully? It doesn't make any sense. And the truth is, we've been conditioned to it in a culture that has been doing this forever. So now we've been trespassed. You're going to see me approach a Walmart employee and let him know I can record in public. You're wrong. Then I hear a policeman chuckle and I get confrontational with him because I didn't just fucking report this for nothing, This is my life we're talking about.
I can record you in public. I can. Sir, I don't appreciate you laughing. I thought you were on my side, but I know you weren't from the get-go. So, are you going to press charges or not?
Absolutely not.
You're not? Okay, so where do I submit this video at?
Do you have your ID?
Where do I submit this video at?
Do you have your ID?
What crime have I committed?
You haven't committed a crime, but if you want to report, I need to take your information.
I need to talk to one guy at a time.
So he never asked to see my video. I mean, he's got a fucking donut mask on, a very unprofessional individual who I wasn't going to cooperate with because I know he wasn't on my side.
So when you were giggling when I turned my camera and with her, you have your body camera on, right? I will FOIA at that. Is it on your camera or not? Did you laugh or not? Oh my God! Oh my! Shut the fuck up!
Do you have your ID?
No. Yeah, you're good. I get it.
This is what they've been doing this whole time. Oh, you get it. I'm the bad guy, right? I'm the bad guy.
Sir, nobody said you're a bad guy. Do you have your ID?
No, it's anywhere. Freedom of speech is our God-given right.
So you don't want to report?
I'm sorry?
All right. We're out of here.
So, of course, I was aggressive. I can't deny that. But when I heard a police officer chuckling and saying that he would absolutely not file charges, never asked to see my footage of the proof of what I was talking about, and then he would have saw the coughing and her saying, I have COVID, which definitely is a crime. These are the things that set me off. And I didn't want to let them walk away without knowing how pissed off I was because it wasn't cool.
So I have evidence on my camera that I'd like to submit, and you're not taking a report of this, are you? Sir? You're just going to ignore me now.
So you can file a...
So I don't pay taxes for you motherfuckers to ignore me. I'm asking you a question.
So let me be perfectly clear when I say I do not hate the police. I do not love the police. I just hold the police accountable. Police are trained to deal with that type of pressure and stress. The police are also trained not to trust civilians. So I train myself not to trust the police. It's not that I hate them. It's just that they are protecting what is wrong with the world. Corporations who take over small businesses, who destroy economies. And this is not American-made stuff. This is Chinese-made stuff that use slave labor. I can't stress that enough, man. People that don't get paid. People that want to commit suicide for making your fucking iPhone in a factory, and they jump out the window and there's nets to catch them so they can't even kill themselves. And this is what we call oppression. It's exactly what we're against. Once we learn to take care of the animals, then we can... There's that fucking snitch! Once we learn to take care of the animals, then we can learn to take care of the people. Because we'll be taking care of everyone the same, with love and peace and unity. It's not that difficult. So we moved over to the sidewalk, and the hecklers remain. Check it out.
Just like us!
I'll have my turkey Thursday. Then my steak tomorrow.
That's real funny.
I don't give a fuck. You can say what you want. I can say what I want.
It's true. He can say what he wants. We can say what we want. The difference is the law. The law is in their favor. But when we change the law, these zombies are going to stand in line just as they are right now to buy that plant-based food. These people do what the television tells them to do. All these fucking ads and commercials, they get in people's heads, but not ours. We're here to change the way you think. Who's on your plate? Ask questions. Open your mind. So we were given a trespass warning, and we just managed to walk to another location and get in people's minds. That's the goal, is to get you to think. You've been zombified. It's time for you to open your eyes and witness what real love is.
No excuse
For animal abuse.
Tradition is no excuse
For animal abuse.
Just look at the screen and see what we mean when we say we gotta go green.
Stop being a hypocrite.
Go vegan!
Stop being for individuals to be abused.
So I started going up to vehicles, giving them pamphlets. Some people didn't want them, others did. It was just cool to know that some people were actually interested in what we're saying.
Teaching people to be more loving and more caring in the world. Have a beautiful day.
Awesome. It's kind of crazy to be out here and you don't know what type of personality you're going to run into, but I just didn't care. I care more about the animals and the knowledge of awareness rather than keeping my mouth closed and letting monsters get away with the horrific crimes that they're committing. It's just not cool, man. It's not right.
Treat our life the way you would want your dog can't treat it. Treat our life the way you want to be treated yourself. Treat our life the way you want your child, your son, or your daughter treated.
Yeah!
Do that! That's harm, torture, and death!
Big shout outs to all the protesters out there who came out and understand the concept of real peace and unity, love and compassion. It really starts with animals, man, because those are the first things we encounter, and insects. And when we decide to squish them, shoot them, eat them, it's just barbaric behavior, toxic behavior. It's just not the world that I want to live in, and nobody should want to live in that type of life. If you could believe it, we were there for quite some time. As you can see, it got dark and we were still going, standing strong in the name of the animals.
Go vegan! Stop being a predatory asshole! Go vegan! Stop being an animal abusing sack of shit! Go vegan!
Yeah!
Stop being a disgusting murderer!
Go vegan!
Stop being a disgusting murderer! Go vegan! Stop being a selfish asshole! Go vegan! Stop being a violator!
Go vegan!
Stop laughing at animal abuse!
Go vegan!
Stop laughing at animal abuse! Go vegan!
Thanks for watching. Please join the vegan movement. Get active. Find protests. Find the activists. They're all over the place. The world is changing. Forget about the snitches, the religions. Shout outs to Turkey, man. Thank you for all being vegan. I'm going to close this video with 2 cute little puppies inside this vehicle. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.
Yeah! Love animals! Love animals!
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope that this inspires you to get out there and get active. Please support my channel any way that you can. I thank you very much. This takes lots of time and editing and resources, and it's all done from the heart. And please fight for the animals. Animal liberation means liberation for all.
Against all.